Good morning, students of class 9. Let's continue our lesson in geography. We are doing physical features of India. So far in our previous class we have studied about Himalayas, we have studied about northern plains of India, lot of things we have learned about, and now we will go to the peninsular plateau region of our country, India. So now there are altogether 6 points I've written over here. You go through it. Let's go through it carefully. Listen carefully. The peninsular plateau. Number 1. The peninsular plateau is a tableland. I think you have learnt about in class 8 about plateau. What is called a plateau? A raised land, upland surrounded by lowland, that is called a plateau region. A highland surrounded by low-lying areas, that is called a plateau. Now the peninsular plateau, South India, is a tableland composed of, let's talk about its composition. The composition of rocks, composed of old crystalline igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. Old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks, or you can say transformed rocks. That's the composition. Number 2, how it was formed. It was formed due to breaking of the Gondwana land very long time ago, millions of years ago. There was a big mass of land known as Gondwana land in the south, and in the north there was erosion. So it was part of the Gondwana land after breaking the Gondwana land and thus making it a part of the oldest landmass. Now you can see that South India, the Deccan Plateau, you can say the plateau region is the oldest landmass on the earth because it is part of the Gondwana land millions of years ago. So before the continents were formed, this southern India is the part broken. It's a broken part of the Gondwana land. That's why it is part of the oldest landmass. It has crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. Number 3, this plateau has broad and shallow valleys and the rounded hills. The hills are rounded, not pointed. The hills, the top part of the hill are quite round. It is not sharp and pointed like Himalayas, because Himalayas they have risen after the collision of the Indo-Australian plate and the Eurasian plate. The fold took place, it folded, and the peak of the mountains are very sharp. But here in this Deccan Plateau, the hills have a rounded top because millions of years ago Gondwana land was formed and it was made up of lava rock. Lava. When the lava was still semi-solid, the top portion have come down slowly and formed a round shape. So that's why. The plateau has a shallow valleys, broad and shallow. Shallow means not very deep. Himalayas have deep valleys because it was cut by the rivers. That's why the valleys are very deep. But here in this southern India or in the Deccan Plateau region, the valleys are shallow and broad because here most of the part is solid rocks. So the valleys are very broad and shallow and rounded hills. This plateau consists of 2 divisions. Now southern India, the plateau region of our country, is divided into 2 groups, 2 divisions, not groups, 2 divisions. The central highlands and the Deccan Plateau. So there is a clear marking. It is divided by Vindhya range in the middle. So we'll talk about this now. the plateau lying to the north of Narmada. There is a Narmada river in the middle of India flowing to the west. Above Narmada, towards the north of Narmada, covering a large part of Malwa Plateau, Narmada river, north of Narmada river, the large part of Malwa region, Malwa Plateau is known as Central Highlands. Central Highland is also called Malwa Plateau. So, and the Vindhya range, just north of Narmada river, there is a Vindhya range, and south of Narmada there is a Satpura range. Narmada river flows between two mountain ranges. Towards the north there is Vindhya range, and here is Narmada river, and here is towards the south there is Satpura range. From north, towards the north of Narmada river there is a Vindhya range, and from Vindhya range there is a Malwa Plateau. That is called Central Highlands. And from Satpura range downwards, that is called Deccan Plateau. Now here. So the Vindhya range is the southern boundary of Central Highlands. Central Highlands, Malwa Plateau, Vindhya range, that's the boundary of towards the south. And there is Narmada river and Satpura range. And from Satpura range onward, there is Deccan Plateau. So you can see there. So Vindhya range is the southern boundary of Central Highlands, and Aravalli range towards the Rajasthan side. Aravalli range in the northwest. These are, the Malwa Plateau is bounded by Aravalli range in the west and Vindhya range towards the south. So this Malwa region part is called the Central Highlands. And Central Highland also it is divided, Central Highlands, then Chotanagpur Plateau, and this side, and the eastern part is called which lies in Jharkhand, that is Bulandkhen and so on. So there is a name for that. So Malwa, later on we will talk about that, Central Highlands. It is divided into different parts. So now we'll continue in our next class. So this much for today. You go through these 6 parts properly and go through the book as well. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching the